Hello, Doug. My name is Greg, and my colleague John spoke to you earlier today and asked me to send you through this video. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to take a look at your website, and I'm going to show you why it currently gets one visitor on average per month, when one of your competitors gets over 75 visits per month. And the question here is, if you were getting this much traffic to your website, how much of this traffic could you turn into paying customers for your business? So that's what I'm going to look at here today for you, Doug. By way of overview, it's really all about beating your customers, beating your competitors to the top of Google. If you are in what we call the map pack, these first three spots on a Google page, and also in the first three slots on the organic listings, you are able to access at least 90% of search volume. The other 10% goes to the other searches further down the first page of a Google search. And if you're on the second page, the harsh reality is you're not going to be getting very much traffic. So what I'm going to talk you through today, Doug, is there are three things that I'll talk to you about today and give you suggestions on that will help you, in the eyes of Google, win authority, trust, and relevance scores. Google cares very much about their customers' experience. Their customers are those people using their search engine. They want to make sure that the websites that they put up on the front page of Google are authoritative. That means they know what they're talking about when it comes to, for example, painting. They want to know that those sites are trustworthy, and they want to know that those sites would be relevant to put up to someone who, for example, is searching for painting contractor, Huntsville, Alabama. So three things I'll talk to you about, Doug: content, backlinks, and citations. And I'll get into the definitions in a minute. Let's get into content first up. So let's take a look back at your website here. What Google cares about when we talk about content is quality and quantity. So let's talk about quantity first. That quite simply means that the sheer number of words that you have written into your website. Now, quantity is important because if you are able to write a lot about what you do, Google assumes that you are an authority in your area of expertise. So that gives them a sense that you are trustworthy and relevant to put up on the front page of Google. But also, they assume that if you've written lots of words about your services, that somewhere in those words are going to be the answers to the questions that their customers are posing when they do a Google search. So you are also, therefore, a relevant site to put up on the front page of Google. Now, when we talk about quantity, really the rule of thumb here is at least 1,500 words, 1,500 words on the homepage, talking about your business, your customers, your services, your unique offering, why people should choose you over other painters that they have access to. So 1,500 words on the homepage. So I think we're running a little short here, Doug. I'd guess we're at about 250, 300 on this homepage. And then we want to see at least 500 words per services page. You have a lot of services. This is really a gold mine in terms of going out there finding new customers. You've got restoration services, painting, drywall repair, power washing, decks and staining, pressure cleaning. This is great, but we want to see at least a separate page for each one of these services and at least 500 words per service. Okay, so that's on the quantity side of things. On the quality side of things, what we mean by quality is the words that you've chosen to write in your content. And the words that we're looking for are what we call keywords or keyword phrases. Now, you've done a really great job here. The very first thing written across your site, painting contractor, Huntsville, Alabama. This is a keyword, and I could very easily use that keyword as a search term or a search phrase in Google to find painters in those areas. These are what we call buyer intent, location-based keywords. Location-based because your customers are in Huntsville and surrounding areas, and they are looking for painters in those same areas because they want local providers for convenience and trust. And they are buyer intent keywords because it mentions the service that you offer. This is not a research question. This is not how much should painting cost or what are the best colors to paint my house. These are buyer intent. I want a painting contractor, very simply put. So you want to find all the most relevant keywords that speak to your services. Now, it could be painting contractor, Huntsville. It could be building restoration, Huntsville, Alabama. Interior painting, Huntsville, Alabama. Deck staining, Huntsville, Alabama. So on and so forth. We build a list of 20 or 30 of these best keywords with the highest search volume and the easiest to compete against within Google, and we write these into your content, throughout the content, in a way that is organic and understandable to your customers. Let's go have a look at what is happening throughout your website, Doug, in terms of keywords. So currently Google has read your website and has pulled out only 6 keywords. These six keywords are the summary of what they understand of your website. Let's take a look at what these words are. Now, these are good keywords. These are what I call buyer intent location-based keywords. Painters, Huntsville, Alabama. Great. There's 150 searches for those a month and very easy to compete against. That's a score out of 100. You currently hold, for that phrase, the 21st position on Google. That is to say that you're on page 5. 0 traffic there. You also have painting contractors, Huntsville, Alabama. That's a good one. But you hold the 16th position in Google for that one. So you've chosen good keywords here, but you haven't chosen enough of them. And for those that you do have throughout your site that Google has read, not enough is being done to get you pushed up into the top positions, the first 3 positions. Okay, so this is what I talk about: content quality. Okay, your content needs to be rewritten, more volume with these keywords embedded. Now, the second thing I'll talk about, as I mentioned, is backlinks. Now, backlinks, this is all about driving trust to your website. So the internet is a web, and the more you participate in that web, the more opportunity you have to be trusted by Google. What I mean by that is a backlink is an instance where another website, called a referring domain, links back to your site. And if the site that links back to you is trusted by Google, then by association, Google trusts you too. And the more often you have those sites linking back to you, the more likely it is that there is more and more trust flowing from those sites to your sites. Now, you have 243 backlinks from 14 referring domains. Ordinarily, this is a good number, but the result is not so good right now. You see that this score here, 4.3, that is a percent score. That is your trust score. You are 4.3% in terms of trust. So my suspicion here is some of these backlinks are low quality backlinks that are pulling trust away from your site. The strategy here is to figure out what the best list of high quality, high trusted referring domains are, and we go out and we ask them to link back to you one by one. Either we pay, we register, or whatever the case may be. Now let's quickly hop over here and take a look at one of your competitors getting all the traffic. They have far fewer backlinks than you. They interestingly have a lower trust score than you, but they're still getting all this traffic. Okay, the keywords that they are using are these buyer intent location-based keywords, but they've got themselves up here into the top spots for some of them. Okay, what I call this low-hanging fruit. This is a good opportunity. You currently have a stronger trust score than them, but they are still outranking you. Now, what we would do is we would build your backlink profile, your trust profile, and really push you up. This is an opportunity to get you pushed up to the top of Google. So that's backlinks. The third thing I wanted to mention to you is citations. Now, citations are important. They are the number of times that your business name, address, and phone number are mentioned anywhere on the internet, in a directory like bbb.org, Yelp, Yellow Pages, etc., etc. The more times you can get your business mentioned in a directory, the more times you have citations. This helps you win the map pack. This is this top spot under the maps. This is a good place to be because it's the first 3 results in Google. And also, most of your customers will be searching for you on their mobile phones on the go. And if they get these results on a mobile phone, there'll be a third button here that says call now. They simply touch that button and they're calling you directly. That is a very easy, frictionless way to go from a search directly to a phone call into your business, rather than having to click in one of these, find a phone number, and go from there. So the strategy here is to find out how many citations these top 3 have, and we go out there and we beat that number by 200 or more. This is a volume game, and it's a very successful volume game at winning the top spot here. All right then, Doug, I'm going to stop my video here. So I've covered content, quality and quantity. You need more words in your website, and you need those high quality keywords written throughout your website so that Google knows what you're all about. Number 2, we need to build up your trust score with backlinks. Reach out to these other domains and have them link back to you. And 3, build up your citation count, the number of times you're mentioned in a directory, to get your Google My Business listing right up here in one of these top 3 spots. If we do all these things correctly, you'll have 2 spots on the first page of Google, and this gives you the opportunity to step in the way of all this traffic that could be landing on your website, to give you an opportunity to convert them into paying customers. So, all right, Doug, I hope that you find this useful. I would love your feedback. Feel free to reach out to me. I will send this to you by email, and I will follow up with a phone call on Monday. So with that being said, thank you, Doug, for watching my video.